Well, good morning, guys. Haven't made a video in a really long time. We have my 2013 RMZ 250. So this thing locked up a couple days ago, and now it runs again. So basically, I mean, you can get the gist of what we're doing today. Pulling the motor, and if you can't tell, you have a cracked case, which is what those are for. So, I'm hoping the bottom end's good. I'm hoping the top end's good. So that'll save me some money. Anyway, sorry, I was getting a phone call. So basically, we're gonna tear this thing down. Alright, sorry about that. God, getting interrupted every fucking second. Alright, so let's start tearing this thing down. I'm gonna take all the plastics off right now, and then get back to you. Alright, all the plastics are off, including the seat. Put that guy down there. Alright, so now let's take the Yoshi off and the header. Alright, so we got the Yoshi off. Let's get that off. Alright, and that's off. We got a better look at this gasket maker. I have a gasket set, so at least this will be gone. But oh my lord. A straight gasket maker. Alright, now let's get the tank removed. Well, before I do that, I'm going to pop my hour meter off because it's hooked up to the wiring harness with this. Well, as you can tell, that didn't go well, so I couldn't get the fuel line off, so I just took the pump out. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get this subframe disconnected, which is just no bolt down there. I guess I fell out. These right here, and a bolt down there. Alright, I'm putting this part on camera because I don't want to forget. This was the the connector for the air box. So now I'm gonna get this wiring harness out of here. This box goes with that wire right there. Gray and the gray kill switch, so that's taken care of. And then I don't know where to go from there. Black one goes to this one, which is then the CDI. Now, let's get this one, the motor sensor, disconnected, which will be white on white. Alright, let's cut the spark plug, or not cut the spark plug, cut the hour meter wire. We'll cut the zip tie to get it off. Alrighty, just like that, it's cut. Unravel it now. Yeah, my bad. This video is gonna suck, but it's whatever. This shit's pissing me off. Alright, and there we go. So let's go ahead and pull the CDI box, which is right here. Not CDI box, ignition coil. Green wire to green. Black, black, I guess yellow, yellow is what I'm gonna say for this one though. So we've already had a black one before. That tiny little thing goes right there. I'm only doing this because I need it for reference later when I put this shit back together, or it's just gonna get put back together wrong. Now I need to get rid of this little shit, which I think I can just do that with a bolt. So let's just take that bolt out. Look, so just gotta remember the little ground wire right there, and we're good. This little thing would come off. There we go. Alright, this moment I've been dreading. We need to drain the coolant and get these radiators popped off, so I'm gonna just do that real quick. Well, fresh engine ice in that bad boy, and no longer that fresh engine ice. Alright, radiators are pulled. So, let's disconnect throttle cable and clutch cable. And goddamn, after fighting and fighting and fighting with that, we finally got the whole wiring harness out. Everything. This is all connected, other than like a few things on the bike. So now, we gotta pull the, we already pulled the top motor mount. So we need to pull the mid motor mounts, the swing arm motor mount, and then the bottom ones. And then we'll disconnect the chain and pretty much pull this motor out, and then I'm gonna end it there, and then we're gonna make a part 2 on this. But my flashlight is on. What the fuck? But yeah, I'm gonna get to that now. All right, guys, we're on our last bolt. We're gonna get this thing pulled. So let me get the socket and impact for that, because little stubby ain't gonna do it. And then let's get that off. All right, I'm pulling the motor. Swing arm bolts out. So let's get this motor pulled. There we go. So just started around 1 o'clock. It's about 2:07. Pretty good for, you know, the first time pulling apart a EFI bike. But yeah, next video we'll be swapping everything, hopefully over to these cases. It's for 2018, that's why I'm skeptical. I don't know if it's gonna work. But yeah, I'm really hoping my crank is good. I'm just hoping the valves need to be readjusted, because I originally think it bent a valve, and then when I was pushing it back and forth, it unbent it. But I don't know. I guess I'm gonna throw the swing arm bolt back in this thing, and then I'm gonna have another rolling chassis laying around. Except, you know, that, which I can't wait for my 80 to be done. But obviously, big bikes first priority, because, you know, I like ripping these ones around. 80s are fun. Like, that'll be my winter beater. That's always what I always get, a 2-stroke for winter. But yeah, very nice.